Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Sending that right foot back. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Alexis Faye Yoga. I'm so very glad that you decided to join me for today's class. Let's hop right into it. We'll take the feet a little further apart than our mountain pose, finding our happy elephants, letting the arms sway, lifting the back heel as we turn, waking up the shoulders, the hips, the spine. Letting the arms run out of momentum, coming to rest by our sides. We'll make our way to the back of the mat with a nice big inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale to fold, putting a bend to the knees. We'll take the hands one step further out in front of the body, pausing to press up and back through the hips, down through the heels. Walking the hands another step out in front. Hips go up and back, down through the heels. Another step out in front, up and back. And another step out in front. Finding our plank pose here. Spreading the fingertips out nice and wide, pressing down. Shifting forward slightly, chaturanga to lower. Inhale to a cobra or to our up dog. Sending the hips up and back behind us, down dog. Pedaling out through the legs. We'll extend the left leg behind the body. Reaching with the toes. Bending at the knee, we'll drive the knee to the outside of our left elbow. And back to our three-legged dog. Bringing that left knee into center. And back, three-legged dog. Bringing that left knee across to the right elbow. And back, three-legged dog. Holding for a breath or two. And releasing the left foot down. Extending the right leg behind the body. Bending at the knee. Bringing it forward to the right elbow. And back, three-legged dog. Bringing it into center. And back. And then across to the left elbow. Back to our three-legged dog. Holding for a breath or two. And releasing it down. Shifting forward to our plank, exhale, chaturanga to an up dog or a cobra. And back, down dog. Extending the left leg behind to the body. We'll bring it in towards center. We're gonna take the knee out towards the left elbow, towards the right elbow, left elbow, right, back and forth. And three-legged dog. Releasing the left foot down. Extending the right back behind. Bringing the right knee to center. To the right elbow. And the left. Right. And left. Back and forth. And back, three-legged dog. Dropping the right foot down, we'll release the knees to the floor, curling back to a child's pose. Shifting forward to our tabletop. With an inhale, taking the eyes and the tailbone up, dropping the stomach. Exhale, curling into center, arching up through the spine, back and forth. Back to our tabletop, tucking the toes, pressing the hips to our plank pose. Shifting forward, chaturanga to our up dog or a cobra. Hips up and back, down dog. Walking the hands into the feet. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching to the ceiling. Bringing the feet a little bit closer together. We're gonna tuck the tailbone under, sending the hips back behind us, taking the arms up, finding a chair pose. With our exhale, softening the chest towards the thighs, taking the arms up and around. Inhale to our chair pose, reaching tall. Exhale, softening towards the legs. Back and forth with the breath. With our next exhale, we'll soften the chest towards the thighs, taking the arms up and around behind us. And we're gonna do a little bit of flapping of the arms or bouncing of the arms, taking them back towards the ceiling and softening a little bit. So up and down here. Good. Inhale back to our chair pose, holding for a few breaths. Inhale, lifting tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. We'll bring hands to heart center. Stretching out the long way on our mat. We're going to bring toes and our heels nice and parallel, or toes out a little further, heels in towards center. Tucking the tailbone under again, and we'll drop straight down. So opening across the front of the knees, front of the body, and finding our goddess pose or our crab pose here. Softening a little bit more through the hips, and we're gonna add some movement in. Lifting one heel up off the mat, setting it down. Other heel, setting it back down. Or we can do both heels at once if you have the balance today. And if you're noticing that you're really starting to arch your back or you're tucking your tailbone behind you, drop the arms down. Focusing on long through the spine. Lifting and lowering, feeling the inner thigh engagement. Lifting both heels off the mat, holding here for a second or two. Dropping the heels back down, extending out through the legs, opening through the arms, star pose, wiggling out. Coming back towards our goddess pose. Dropping straight down, long through the spine. We'll take the hands behind the ears. Dropping one elbow towards the knee. Inhale, lifting up, other side. We'll move back and forth. Really engaging through the core. Pressing down through the feet. Back to center, extending the arms up to the ceiling, softening a little bit lower with the hips. Holding for a few breaths. Inhale, extending out through the legs, opening through the arms, lifting the chest. And releasing the body down, heel-toeing the feet in. Wiggling out as we make our way back to the back of our mat. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Dropping the hands down. Walking the hands one step further out in front. Back and down through the legs. Another step, it's up and back, down through the legs. Walking our way out to our plank pose. Shifting forward, chaturanga to lower to our up dog or cobra. Up and back, down dog. Putting a bend to the knees. We'll hop to the hands. Taking the arms behind us to help us sit on the floor. Taking the legs out in front of the body. With an inhale, arms reach tall to the ceiling, pointing the toes up as well. We'll take a few big breaths here. At the end of each exhale, rechecking that posture, sitting up a little bit taller. Circling the arms down towards the body, wiggling out through the legs. We'll bring the bottoms of the feet in closer towards the body, engaging through the core as we sit back, taking the arms on either side of the legs, and we'll find our boat pose. We can keep the toes down on the floor, or we can bring the calves parallel with the floor, or we can extend the legs all the way out. Whatever you are feeling today. I'll take another few big breaths here. Extending out a little bit further. Breathing through any wigglies here. And a little further. A little further. And the rest of the way down on the floor. Stretching the arms overhead, reaching with the fingers, pointing and reaching with the toes. Well done. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love and light. Namaste.